Alright, YouTube, so this is a long-awaited video for most of you guys. A lot of you guys want me to predict what the Cleveland Browns will do for this upcoming year, for being a diehard Browns fan, obviously, here in Cleveland, Ohio. Been here almost my whole life. Not in Cleveland, it's a suburb outside of Cleveland, but still pretty much Cleveland. Um, I feel like, honestly, the Browns are a top 5 team. I think at least they should be top 10 in everyone's list. Doesn't mean that we're Super Bowl contenders. It doesn't mean that we're going to make the Super Bowl. It's not even a guarantee for the playoffs. Injuries happen, team fights happen. Uh, who knows how Odell will do with Baker Mayfield this year? Who knows how Clowney will do? It's all on paper. I will say, though, last year was phenomenal. We were literally one drive away from a possible AFC championship trip. Um, when you're in the AFC championship, Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs, Tampa Bay Bucks, Green Bay Packers, you can really say you're a top 4 team. And the Browns were almost there. And that's why I said top 5, top 7. I would say right now probably top 7, only because we have to beat the Ravens. Until we beat the Ravens, we can't really say we're better than them. So I would say probably Rams are in the top 5, again, on paper with Stafford. I would say probably 6. People who say San Fran is ahead of Cleveland and Baltimore, I don't really agree with that, but I'm biased. I would say Ravens are more well-rounded than San Fran is. San Fran's not really a great passing team. Garoppolo and Trey Lance, we'll see how they do this year. I'm just going to cut to the chase. We have 17 games here. I'm going to count the losses. I think the Browns are going to win most of these games. I'm not going to break down every game analysis. Why? Well, why would I predict week 10 against the Patriots when I don't know who's the quarterback? I don't know if it's Mac Jones or Cam Newton. I'm not going to predict each game. I'm just going to be straight up. There's 17 games. I don't really know how many wins they'll get, but I can kind of predict how many losses should happen. We already have one loss week 1. I don't know what it is, but the Browns are 0-17-1 or 0-18-1 in our last week 1 games. We have never won a week 1 game in the last plus or minus 20 years. It is crazy. The last time the Browns won week 1 was like the early 2000s. The Browns have always had a tough week 1 game. Last year at Baltimore, we did have the Titans 2 years ago. That kind of should have been a victory with Baker Mayfield, but we choked. So I'm not going to say we get screwed over, but the last 2 years we kind of did. Last year at the Ravens were a top 5, if not top 7 team. Again, I had them at number 6 in my power rankings. Again, number 4, top 4, Bucks, Chiefs, Packers, Bills. That's if the Packers have Aaron Rodgers. Number 6 is going to be the Ravens. I would have, 6 Ravens, 7 Browns, and then I would say 5 Rams. Rams are a very good complete team. They lost John Johnson, but they have some great fresh halfbacks. Cam Akers, Henderson. Absolutely love the coaching staff. I just think they're a piece of work. So I just feel like, and they won last year in the playoff game versus Seattle with a broken thumb, kind of Jared Goff. So kudos to you, Rams. And that's no discredit to the Seahawks, Cardinals, and the 49ers. They are a great division, and I consider that the toughest division in football. Chiefs are a loss. It's sad. You're at Arrowhead Stadium. I'm not going to be delusional. We are 6-point underdogs. 6 points underdog. We were 9-point underdogs last year in the playoffs. So they're giving us more points here in our favor. On paper, Vegas is saying it's going to be a closer game. It was literally a 9-point favorite in divisional round. Now it's a 6-point favorite. That might drop to a 3-point favorite by game time. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game. You have Clowney and Garrett healthy as. You literally have Denzel Ward against Tyreek Hill, and that's the full Denzel Ward. You got John Johnson, who has a veteran safety to help out in those deep routes. Hopefully he can guard Travis Kelce. Hopefully Jeremiah, can guard Travis Kelce. And hopefully Grant Delpit can do something. Of course, Greg Newsome, too, against maybe, someone else. What it comes down to is week 1 is going to be a tough game. Yeah, I'm spending 5 minutes in this video on week 1, but I don't think you guys realize how important this game is. It's the toughest game on paper. You're not only playing the Chiefs, but you're on the road. It's the first week. Andy Reid, statistically, is the best coach in September. Look it up. Patrick Mahomes is 10-0 all-time in September. And essentially, Andy Reid's going to game plan the F out of us. Now, you have to realize it is week 1, so the Browns could have new film, and they could do some new stuff than last year. But I think that both teams look pretty similar out the gate. I think Andy Reid gets the win here, but I will say this. Again, I'm saying loss. If the Browns do win this game, we own the tiebreaker against the Chiefs. I say go for the first seed. I'm being dead serious. There is no bias involved. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. Well, I am saying if. But if the Browns do beat the Chiefs week 1, I do think the whole NFL community will take a step back. And we have to win it in a legit way. A legit way. It can't be like Mahomes getting injured. A fumble is a fumble. It counts. It's not Madden. It's not a luck. A fumble is a fumble. A pick is a pick. It's the NFL, not Madden. But if a player gets hurt, like Tyreek Hill, Kelce, I can kind of see some, bailout then. But I think if we beat the Chiefs, you kind of got to watch out. Because if we beat the toughest schedule team on our team schedule thing, I don't really know what tougher game there is. So I'm going to say a loss, and that's just what it is. The next loss I have is going to be all the way at week 12. I'm being serious. The Chargers and the Cardinals are very good teams. They're playoff teams. They are playoff caliber teams. I like Justin Herbert. I like what the Cardinals bring with Hopkins and A.J. Green and also Kyler Murray and J.J. Watt. But again, we have the offensive line. I would personally say top 3 O-line in the league. Jack Conklin, Jedrick Wills. Conklin was all-pro. You also have Wyatt Teller, our guard, was all-pro. Bitonio, pretty much all-pro. You'll literally have 3 all-pros, and then you have probably average or above average J.C. Treader and Jedrick Wills to guard J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones. So what it comes down to, and Pittsburgh Steelers, we're at home. We're literally at home. So I feel like in all reality, and then the other games, Broncos, Bengals, Lions, Patriots, I feel like on paper, we're all better than those teams. Again, on paper. I'm not here to say it's easy. There's nothing easy. The easiest game is the Lions, but that's not even that easy. It should be easy, but, it's the NFL. So I feel like if the Browns lose to any one of these teams, it's a letdown. We're all better on paper than these teams. Texans, Bears, Vikings, Chargers, Cardinals, Broncos, Steelers, especially after that wild card game. If we lose to the Steelers, it's cringe, especially after the wild card game. Bengals, Patriots, Lions, Ravens, loss. It's a primetime game. We're in their stadium. I'm going to say it one more time. If the Browns somehow beat the Chiefs, or if we somehow beat the Ravens at their, stadium in a primetime Sunday night sold out crowd, in a primetime week 1 home opener Chiefs, if we win one of those 2 games, those are 2 of the top 3 games hardest in our schedule. If you're going to lose some games, it's those 2 games right there. We then have a well-needed bye week. We then play the Ravens on a bye week. I feel like that's going to be a win because they're going to be tired. We're not. We have full energy. Especially if we somehow beat the Ravens on Sunday night, they're going to be really beat up, and we have so much energy going for that first place, capital W. But to be honest, my here to be delusional, I would say loss versus the Chiefs, loss versus the Ravens, week 12. I hope we can beat the Raiders. Again, are we going to beat the Raiders? Is it guaranteed? No. But would I predict it? Yes. At Packers, loss. It's Christmas Day. It's Aaron Rodgers in the cold. It's Aaron Rodgers at Lambeau Field. Yeah, we have the better D-line, O-line. Yeah, we have the better run game. Yeah, we could pound it with Chubb and Hunt. Maybe we could. I'm not saying it's a loss automatically. Maybe Aaron Rodgers or Devontae Adams gets traded or they hold out. If there's no Rodgers, we win. It's that simple. There's no way Jordan loves being the Browns. And if they do, then I will be embarrassed. And I'll make a YouTube video on it, just like the New York Jets. I have them losing to the Packers as long as they have Adams and Rodgers. That's 3 losses. At Pittsburgh Steelers, loss. I have us splitting the Steelers and the Ravens. I think that we should sweep the Steelers, but it is a Monday night game. It's Monday night. It's prime time. It's at their stadium, sold out. The only way I have us winning is if they literally are out of the playoffs. It's literally week 17. If the Steelers are out of playoff contention, they might not care as much. It won't be a sold-out crowd. Let's say the Steelers have a bad year. Big Ben is done. He folds. They bring in Haskins. If it's Haskins, it's an easy win, I would hope. If it's Big Ben, you never know. He's a little bit washed up. But I have us losing just because I think Pittsburgh never dies. I have them going for a 9-10 win wild card. I think they're fighting for a wild card at that point because the Browns and the Raiders or the Ravens should have the division. That's literally 4 losses. And then Bengals win. I have the Browns going 13-4. I literally back it up 1,000%. No idea what that was. Probably like some recommended tweet or whatever. I literally have them losing those 4 games. Chiefs, Ravens, Packers, Steelers. Can we beat those games? Yes. Do I have the Browns going 13-4? Yes. Can they go 15-2? Yes. Is the first round seed viable? Yes. Can the Browns miss the playoffs? Yes. Nobody knows anything. But if I really, 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 really had to predict it, I think 13-4 is not that out of the picture. The schedule is not that difficult. There's not many teams that are like, whoa. Are the Bears difficult? No. Are they easy? No. We could lose that game, but are we better than the Bears? Yes. Are we better than the Vikings? Yes. Are we better on paper than the Chargers? Yes. Than the Broncos? Yes. Lions? Yes. Raiders? Yes. Bengals? Yes. But will we win those games? You hope. If we do, then yes, 13-4, 15-2, and maybe a first round seed. First round bye. Go for the first round bye, Cleveland. We need that home field. Ground and pound, Cleveland football, man. Let's do it. Browns have 2 top halfbacks in the Pro Football Focus. Kareem Hunt, number 10. Nick Chubb, number 4. You have, like I said, a top 3 O-line as a whole group. You add Clowney and John Johnson for a better defense. JOK, Greg Newsome. I absolutely, Anthony Walker. I absolutely love what this team brings. Go Browns, let's do it.